Coming up, details on festive holiday events in and around campus and San Antonio, how you can get into the holiday spirit before final season.
And how holiday spending habits may be changing this year. How much consumers spent on Black Friday with inflation on the rise.
All this and more right now on Newswave. Welcome back to Newswave and to our last broadcast of the fall semester. Today is Friday, December 5th. I'm Kiara Taylor.
And I'm David Nelson.
The holidays are in full swing here at Trinity, and there are many festive events on campus to get you in the spirit. Tonight at 7:30 is our 31st annual Christmas concert in Laurie Auditorium, featuring combined Trinity choirs, Trinity Symphony Orchestra, Symphonic Wind Ensemble, Handbell Ensemble, and our campus a cappella groups. The concert is free and no tickets are required. This year marks the 100th anniversary of Vespers, our annual Christmas service. This will take place this Sunday, December 7th at 6 p.m. and will feature the premiere of a new work by faculty member Brian Bandari. Immediately following Vespers is Christmas on Elkmont, where you are invited to go from house to house and enjoy delicious treats and music. All of these campus traditions are a great way to get in the holiday spirit before finals start to ramp up.
In other news, a survey by the JID Foundation, an organization dedicated to promoting mental health and wellness among students, was completed and presented to SGA. According to the Trinitonian, almost half of students who took the survey felt they reported isolation at Trinity, and 40% reported they felt low belonging. Considering an estimated 500 students filled out at least part of the survey, these results were alarming. As senior neuroscience major and JID student representative Guinevere Decour said, quote, "It just makes me sad that at such a small school, people still feel like there's not a place they feel like they're really connecting on campus," end quote. An executive from JID will be visiting Trinity in early February to address these concerns and formulate a strategic plan. Newswave will keep you updated.
As final season approaches, I took a closer look on some resources on campus that could help you stay physically and mentally well during this stressful time. Let's take a look.
And all is welcome.
Amidst the holiday season and final exams coming up, so are illnesses such as the flu or seasonal depression. While finishing strong academically may be important, so is taking care of your mental and physical health. Here are some ways that you can use Trinity's resources to finish up the semester strong with a happy mind and healthy body. Trinity Residential Life have supportive residential life coordinators and assistants for all class years. During exam week, they enforce 24-hour credit hours to not only aid with study and preparation in final exams, but who wouldn't like quietness after an intense study session on an exam? The William H. Bell Center offers a plethora of indoor and outdoor facilities for physical fitness. According to the campus directory, with your Tiger card, you can easily access the fitness center's equipment, where they have cardio and strength training machines. For hours of operation, they are subject to change at various times of the year. If you practice religion or have spiritual beliefs, Trinity's Spiritual Life is a great resource for grounding oneself amidst the stress. They offer opportunities and guidance for prayer, meditation, and reflection to help calm your mind and improve your focus when preparing for or taking your exams. If you need to talk to someone about mental health issues and need guidance, the counseling office is a great resource for that. What is said between you and your counselor is confidential. They offer in-person and online counseling. They can help you find ways to manage your stress and find relief during exam week. Need a break? You can visit the Oasis Room, located in the Counseling Center at the Student Center. Feeling physically unwell? Visit Trinity University Health Services. If sick, they got you covered with a free nurse checkup. According to this section of the Trinity website, most of their services are available to students at no charge, and nurses and physicians can assist with a range of healthcare needs. Finally, knowing your body and its limits are crucial, especially for times like the exams. Plan your workload and free time accordingly. Get as much good sleep as you can, and don't forget to feed yourself. This is Kiara Taylor reporting. Good luck, my fellow Tigers.
Last week, Trinity celebrated the naming of the Carlos Alvarez School of Arts and Humanities. The celebration took place at the Ruth Taylor Courtyard and provided an opportunity for the students of the school to show their work. The event began with performances from the Trinity Choir and other students who play instruments. People at the celebration then had the opportunity to hear poetry readings and visit the Dickey Hall Art Gallery, where students were able to showcase their work. The event was held to honor the entire Alvarez family, who provided the school of $25 million contribution. President Vanessa Beasley spoke at the event and said in reference to the family, quote, "They understand something vital, that the arts and humanities are not a luxury, they are essential. They help us reflect on what it means to be human, to see and listen across cultures, time, and perspectives," end quote.
Coming up, Trinity professor and former Mayor Ron Nirenberg is running for county judge. Details from his executive discussion with the Trinitonian.
And your weekly weather update and a closer look into if we can get a white Christmas in Texas.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Welcome back to Newswave. Trinity alumni, current professor, and former San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg has decided to take another stab at local politics. According to a recent Trinitonian article, on November 15th, Nirenberg announced his intention to run for Bexar County Judge, challenging the incumbent Honorable Judge Peter Sakai. Motivated by a desire to impact and benefit the community, he said to the Trinitonian that solving issues at the local level is the only way to achieve any sort of significant change at either the state or national level. There are still numerous issues San Antonio has, such as university healthcare system, poverty, and affordable housing, which are also of concern to Peter Sakai, Nirenberg's opponent for the position. As the general election took place in November, confidence was placed on Nirenberg's success, with junior political science major Aline Miranda expressing confidence in the former mayor's experience and how his class opened her eyes to new perspectives.
Newswave's chief meteorologist Luke Morton has your update on the weather, on what to expect as you prepare for library sessions and holiday events. Take it away, Luke.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to, unfortunately, our last Newswave of the semester. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving break and a good past week. And let's get straight into the weather. This past week has been the definition of hot chocolate weather. Skies have been gray and temperatures have been quite cold, with highs only in the 50s all week. However, that is going to change starting this weekend. On Saturday, we will expect to see clear skies with a mostly sunny day and high in the mid-70s. Sunday should see similar weather with highs in the mid-70s and lows in the 40s. We will likely see another front on Sunday that'll cool us back off on Monday and Tuesday. Highs should be in the low to mid-60s under mostly sunny skies. Lows will be in the upper 30s to low 40s. We should warm back up into the 70s by midweek before another front approaches our area by the weekend. We are finally starting to get that chill in the air in South Texas, so if you like colder weather, I really hope you enjoy. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today and for the semester. I hope you all have a great weekend, that all your final exams go well, and I wish you a joyous and festive holiday season. I will see you back here in 2026.
With the holidays coming up, San Antonio offers plenty of opportunities to celebrate this festive season. SeaWorld, Six Flags Fiesta, and the San Antonio Zoo have Christmas light displays along with accompanying seasonal events. The Pearl has the Giving Machine, a custom vending machine that allows users to donate items ranging from $5 to $200, and will open until Sunday, December 7th. Other events hosted in the Pearl include the Young and Jewish, San Antonio's 11 Hanukkah celebration from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. on December 16th. Classic Christmas movie screenings at sunset every Monday through December 22nd. and complimentary Santa photos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday through December 21st. Pullman Market's first Tamale Festival will take place on December 13th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. For more events, visit the San Antonio Report.
Before the Thanksgiving break, an event was put on by campus group Trinity Students for Justice in Palestine, called Art and Aid for Gaza. Newswave reporter Emma Holcomb has us an exclusive look on the event. Let's check it out.
On Tuesday, November 18th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Trinity Students for Justice in Palestine held a fundraiser alongside Doctors Without Borders in order to raise support for humanitarian aid in Gaza. They sold cookies, brownies, baklava, art, and accessories. Many people stopped by purchasing goods, making the event a success.
The Farmer's Almanac suggests that Texas may see some early winter weather, including rain and snow in the weeks leading up to Christmas. The long-range forecast shows potential wet snow in central and north Texas by mid-December, and even for south-central Texas between December 20th and 23rd. While the outlook for Christmas Day itself is mainly rain, a white Christmas in Texas is not impossible. Amarillo has seen snow on the holiday 12 times since 1892, and the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex has a 12% chance, with 24 recorded white Christmases since 1841. Further south, Corpus Christi saw a historic 4 inches of snow in 2004. The National Weather Service said, quote, "Christmas 2004 will be remembered for the historic snow event that blanketed a large portion of South Texas," end quote. The National Climate Data Center defines a white Christmas as having at least an inch of snow on the ground on Christmas Day. Although a truly white Christmas is rare for most of the Lone Star State, residents can still hope for a few magical flurries during this holiday season.
Coming up, details on American holiday spending this year, and a look into Trinity student listening habits. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Black Friday is back. But despite strong spending numbers, shoppers are getting less bang for their buck due to inflation and modest discounts. CBS News stated that this year, Americans spent a record-breaking $11.8 billion online on Black Friday, which is a 9.1% increase from last year. The resilience of American consumers have benefited the economy, especially during economic challenges of Trump administration tariffs, spikes in corporate layoffs, and a slow labor market. Although this spending boom appears to be uneven, a large amount of the purchases made came from the top 10% of earners. Middle and lower income households likely spent less due to the rising costs and inflation. While retailers appear to be benefiting, others continue to struggle.
Spotify Wrapped came out this past Wednesday, and a lot of people have been reflecting on their listening habits from 2025. Newswave reporter Odalise Caballero asked students to predict who their top artist and song may be. Let's see what their guesses are.
Spotify Wrapped is set to release this week, and based on previous release patterns, the expected drop date is Wednesday, December 3rd. Every year, Spotify gives a recap to its listeners on their top artists, songs, and genres. So today we're going to go around asking students what their predictions are for this year's recap and whether it matches their listening habits. So let's dive in and see what everyone had on repeat this year.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jose Hernandez.
What are your predictions for your Spotify for this year?
I think my number one song is gonna be D-Liz.
D-List from what artist?
Bad Bunny and Arcángel.
Okay, yeah, I love those. Hi, what's your name?
Jasmine.
And what are your predictions for your Spotify Wrapped this year?
I think my number one artist is going to be Danny Ocean.
And what songs do you think you'll get from Danny Ocean?
I think it'll probably be Vitamina or Monaco.
Oh, those are great ones. Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Angel.
What are your predictions for this year's Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah, my predictions for this year's Spotify Wrapped, I think is between two artists, so Kid Cudi and Daniel Caesar.
And what do you think are the top songs from those artists?
Yeah, from Daniel Caesar, it would currently be Call on Me. He dropped it not too long ago, so I've been listening to that for a while. Now for Kid Cudi, it would be Mojo So Dope. It's a pretty older song, so it's been out for like 10 years, but listening to it again.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Carmen, and I think my number one on my Spotify Wrapped is either gonna be, there's a few things. I feel like it could be maybe the Cranberries if I listened to them enough, which I don't know if I did, or maybe like Sublime or something. I don't think I'm right with either of these, but yeah.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Sofia Mendoza.
What are your predictions for this year's Spotify Wrapped?
Ooh, good question. So for top artists, it's definitely going to be Rauw Alejandro. Yeah. And top three is definitely going to be Rauw, The Neighborhood, and Latin Mafia.
Ooh, those are great ones. And what about the top songs from those three artists?
Oh, okay. Dos y Doce for Rauw Alejandro, Void by The Neighborhood, and Siento que merezco más de Latin Mafia.
Oh, that one's great. I think for Latin Mafia, because I also think I'm going to get that one for top artist. I think for top song, I'm going to get Continua Atardecer, but we'll see what happens. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name's Nicole, and I think that my two top artists for this Spotify's Wrapped will be Tame Impala and Frank Ocean. And probably the two top songs will be Yes, I'm Changing by Tame Impala and Nights by Frank Ocean. With Spotify Wrapped right around the corner, we'll soon find out who really knows their listening habits and who's in for a surprise. I'm Odalis Caballero with Newswave, and this has been your Spotify Wrapped preview. See you next time.
According to USA Today, on November 30th, President Donald Trump said he will look into the second strike of an alleged drug boat in the Caribbean. The second strike, initiated on September 2nd, killed 2 people. On November 28th, a Washington Post report alleged that Pete Hegseth gave a directive to leave no survivors. Hegseth has denied these claims, and Trump allies have questioned the accuracy of the report. In his response, President Trump defended Hegseth, saying, quote, "I don't know anything about it, but he said he did not say that, and I believe him, 100, end quote. The administration has carried out strikes on at least 21 boats in international waters, killing 83 people. The legability of these strikes is being questioned nationally by Democrats in Congress and internationally, as the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights has stated that they violated international law. As this conflict continues, tensions between the United States and Venezuela continue to rise.
The Transportation Security Administration has announced plans to introduce a $45 free fee to travelers who lack real ID. ABC News reports that this fee will be put into place on February 1st, 2026. Real ID was first introduced in 2005 as part of the Real ID Act passed by Congress, but the use of Real ID has not been formally mandated by the TSA until this year. To note if your ID counts as Real ID, check for a star symbol in the upper right corner of your driver's license. TSA has stated that at least 94% of travelers already use Real ID, and has stressed that these fees have been put into place to support airport security modernization. Steve Lawrence, TSA Deputy Executive Administrator for Security Operations, said, quote, "The fee was necessary because we needed to modernize the system. We need to make sure that the system is safe," end quote. Even with a $45 fee, the TSA has cautioned that travelers without Real ID still may not be able to pass through airport security checkpoints, knowing that it can be difficult to determine the identity of someone traveling if they are not using Real ID.
Still ahead, a look into holiday festivities around the world and an update on the most recent meeting between U.S. and Russia. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Bye-bye.
Hi! Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help.
You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
This past Tuesday, U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff met with Russian President Vladimir Putin to discuss a peace settlement for the war between Russia and Ukraine. According to the BBC News, after a 5-hour meeting, Putin's senior policy advisor, Yuri Ushakov, said that there was not a compromise found and that, quote, some of the U.S. proposals look more or less acceptable, although they need to be discussed further, unquote. This discussion followed many days of meetings between the U.S., Ukraine, and other European leaders to discuss more peace plan negotiations, including the main points of contention, which are Ukrainian territory seized by Russia and security guarantees for Ukraine. The Ukrainian Foreign Minister, Andrei Sybiha, reacted to the lack of progress made from the U.S. and Russia by accusing Putin of, quote, wasting the world's time, unquote. Although no progress has been made of now, the BBC reports that Putin is ready to meet with the U.S., quote, as many times as needed, unquote.
Our sports editor, Ian, is out this week, but we still have a brief Trinity Sports update for you all. This week, number 5 ranked Trinity's men's soccer has headed to Salem, Virginia to face number 6 ranked Emory University. They play tonight at 6:30 p.m., and the winner will compete in the national championship game on Sunday, where they will play either number 1 ranked Tufts University or number 4 ranked St. Olaf's College. This past Wednesday, 11th ranked women's volleyball won 3-2 over number 7 ranked Colby College in the NCAA quarterfinals. However, the semifinals did not go as well, as they lost to the number 2 ranked University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh in 3 sets. Despite the unfortunate ending, being one of the final 4 teams remaining is an impressive accomplishment in a successful season. Also on Wednesday, women's basketball took their first win of the season over Concordia University, winning 111-57. They play again tonight at 6 p.m. at home against Texas Lutheran University. That's not the only Trinity sports action happening this weekend, though, as Trinity football will play Berry College in round 3 of the NCAA playoffs. The game will kick off at 11 a.m., so be sure to tune in to cheer on the Tigers.
According to Business Insider, there are multiple forms of Christmas customs celebrated around the world. Here are some countries that practice their Christmas spirit in their own style. Starting with the United States, children leave cookies and milk for Santa Claus and hang up their stockings against a fireplace in the hopes that they will wake up to presents underneath the tree. In Argentina, they start the holiday off with a bang, launching fireworks at midnight on Christmas Eve. After a late dinner, in Kenya, people hold their loved ones close and decorate on local cypress trees and or local evergreens. These are only a few of the countries that celebrate, showing there are many ways to enjoy the holidays.
Southeast Asia has experienced severe flooding and landslides that have killed over 1,000 people. According to Al Jazeera, Indonesia, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and Thailand fell in the path of massive tropical storms that caused the flooding. Of the 4 countries affected, Indonesia suffered the majority of the casualties, with over 500 deaths reported. Indonesia President Prabowo Subianto spoke on Monday and said the nation's top priority is getting aid to the people who need it, as 3 warships filled with necessary food and supplies are on their way to the worst-hit areas. While the government is doing what they can in the aftermath, some feel they should have been more prepared for the storms. Home Affairs Minister Tito Karnavian said, quote, similar to what happened in North Sumatra, it's happened very quickly, and maybe we were not prepared for it, end quote. President Prabowo has said the worst of the storms are over. However, more heavy rain is expected to continue, which has the nation on high alert for more flooding. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today and for the semester.
On behalf of everyone here at Newswave, we want to wish you a good luck with your finals, and we hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Until next year, I'm David Nelson.
And I'm Kiara Taylor. Happy holidays!